Alrighty, welcome back to, day 2 of me yapping about my life's problems, I guess. Before we get into anything, like, is this number real? Like, am I dreaming right now? Because I didn't know it was possible for me to actually achieve numbers like this. Because listen, I have been on this platform for over a decade now at this point, and I did not think I would ever see one of my videos break 100, 1,000, let alone 10,000 views. Like, what are we doing? Alright, listen, I get that it's, like, a pretty serious topic I talked about, but genuinely, I didn't know people could, like, find shit like this. It's insane, and I'd just like to take a minute to thank all of you all who supported the video, subscribed, liked, and commented, because it just really helped me out quite a bit. I am in a much better spot mentally than I have been in, like, months. Because there's always been this, like, little voice nagging in the back of my head. It's like, you know, maybe he's right. You know, maybe he is right about everything, and I am just the worst person that has ever graced the earth, but, judging by, the way he's reacting to the whole situation, I kinda think it might be the other way around. And now look, I'm not gonna try to claim like I'm 100% innocent in this situation, because truthfully, I could have handled certain aspects of this conflict a lot better, but like, you're literally going to my videos, shitting all over me, trying to drop Google documents, which, by the way, ironically enough, got, like, caught by the automod for being offensive, which I find so funny, by the way, and you just don't even try to take any accountability. And when I pin it on my video, you're just like, well, shit, I guess he won then. And there's nothing else. It's like, I don't even know what he's cooking in the background. Knowing him, he's probably got some, like, 9-fold ritual that he's about to do to, like, summon God to come and smite me or something, because this is generally how this guy operates. But, for now, things are actually going pretty well, all things considered, and I'd like to, you know, talk a bit about how the whole situation went down, because I probably could have done a little bit of a better job in that in the last video, so here goes. You know, a lot of people were asking why there weren't that many screenshots in the video, and because, truthfully, I did not expect this to, like, blow up and get 10,000 views. I expected maybe a few people would watch it, you know, they'd kind of understand my side of things, and then I'd move on from this, and, it never would be spoken of again, right? But that, clearly was not the case, and now there's, like, so many people watching it. A bunch of people asked for screenshots, so when, you know, like, Augie ended up dropping his document, they got held by the automod, I ended up deciding to just pin that, his response, and my document there as well, so everybody could get, like, a bit of a better idea of the context, because genuinely, I did not believe anybody would watch this, alright? If you had told me a week ago that I would post some fuck-ass public rant about my life problems, and I have, like, 10,000 people care and be interested enough in me, not only to click on the video, but to, like, watch it all the way through, leave a comment, and subscribe over that, that is, like, insane. And again, massive thank you to anybody who helped me out. You genuinely probably helped me more than you can even imagine. And, you know, that's, like, kinda scary if you think about it, because I am in this weird limbo state now where, well, for one, I'm still waiting on my date with Union Court, which is going to be absolutely amazing because, well, for starters, we're going all the way down to the big boy corporate office, which is just so much fun, and I cannot wait to have to speak to some white-collar executive CEOs to talk about why I should be able to still work my minimum wage job, and that's going to be all kinds of fun. But also, now that there's, like, this little YouTube thing going on, I've kind of hit a bit of a crossroads, right? I could just sit on my butt, do nothing, and wait for me to get my job back. Or I could, you know, try to pursue this YouTube thing, because it has been a dream of mine ever since I was 8 years old to actually have people, you know, that are willing to, like, listen to me and, like, share their stories with me, because the truth is, the thing I want to do most out of anything in this world is help people. I want to help people through whatever issues they may be going through, and give them something to, like, look forward to tomorrow, and I didn't get a lot of that growing up, so to be able to give back in a way that I was never able to receive myself is a very fulfilling prospect to me, and I would like to be able to do it with this platform, you know, that had just been randomly graced to me by the algorithm. I feel like I might want to capitalize on it, but, you know, there is a bit of an issue, and that's being, I have no idea how the fuck I would even make this work. Like, let me explain. I feel like the best example for this would be from a project of mine in which I wanted to make a review on a game on Roblox called Deepwoken. Now, for those of you who don't know what Deepwoken is, it's basically like a Souls game on Roblox. You go around, you fight a whole bunch of mobs that can like kill you in one shot, you fight biblically accurate gods, and get fucked over by like 8 bajillion other players at once. And I somehow managed to turn what was supposed to be a simple game review into like an entire 3-act feature-length film involving multiple characters, plot threads, all kinds of crazy events with different twists and whatnot that would lead into a second and third sequel that would end up becoming its own fucking trilogy. And that's the issue with me when it comes to making videos, is I cannot for the life of me rein in my ambition. If I have a project, I feel like I need to make it like the best thing it is even remotely possible of being. And that is not an exaggeration. I genuinely feel like I have to be my best, and if I'm not giving my best, I might as well give nothing at all. Which isn't inherently a bad mindset to have per se, but it definitely does set you up for failure when you're out here, you know, trying to, you know, pursue this thing that you wanted to do for years, and you can't make anything because it's just too big of a fucking project for you to actually be able to make. And that led to me having this horrible ambition problem. And I feel like, in part, that is because I know I myself can do better and have done better before, but at the same time, you know, if I keep trying to, like, make the best thing ever, I'm just gonna end up making nothing at all because it ends up being perfect. Not only that, but, like, super high-budget video documentaries are not sustainable at all because, unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm really doesn't like it when you go months between posting videos. And if you do, well, YouTube is just like, sorry, you don't exist anymore, and, you know, it's just like, bah! What I'm trying to make here is I want to keep making videos, but I don't know what the hell that would even look like for me. Because with my, like, incessant need to, like, have the best videos being put out at all times, it's more often than not probably gonna lead to me trying to upload a video, right? I'm gonna get, like, maybe a third of the way through the script. I am going to realize that the project is way too hard, and then say, I'm gonna finish this project, and then you end up like my fucking Doors trailer, which, yeah, it's good, but it was so ambitious I was never able to finish it because, you know, at least hopefully, I'll be working a job, okay? And when you're employed, you can't exactly dedicate 40 hours a week to uploading YouTube videos and then another 40 hours a week to a full-time job. And listen, I'm sorry, as much as I would love for this to be a job, unless I can, like, guarantee that I'm going to be making the same amount of money I'd be making at my 9 to 5 that I would be making, you know, uploading videos, I would never even consider dropping the job, because it is much more important for me to have stability in my life and to, like, actually make sure I can pay the bills and eat than making a good YouTube video, okay? Because as fun of a hobby as it is just not worth losing everything over. Now look, I'm not saying that YouTube will never be a job. I wouldn't rule anything out until the day that I am dead and buried in the ground. But to, like, expect that just because I got one video that randomly blew up, you know, it didn't even really blow up in terms of modern YouTube standards. Like, modern YouTube standards, like, fucking million views, and I don't even have, like, 1% of that, okay? To expect a video of mine to just blow up, and then to keep having more and more videos that consistently blow up again and again and again is way too much luck for any sane human to, like, ever even consider trying out. And listen, I am not trying to say that I am, like, the most sane individual out there, because, oh, God knows that's not true, but I am sane enough to understand that if it's between bills and uploading a YouTube video, bills come first every single time. You know, that's the sad part about being a, you know, an employed 20-something-year-old that's living on his own. You know, you don't have, like, the freedom that you had when you were a child to, you know, sit around all day, keep experimenting and trying to make videos all the time. Only reason I have time for it right now is because, again, I've got to, like, go to union court, which I'm not looking forward to. You know, big executive people are probably not going to be that reasonable, especially since, like, this is completely unrelated, but my fucking union rep is aiming for, like, I don't even know, actually, I probably shouldn't talk about this publicly, but he's aiming for some wild shit, and then I just, like, want to get my job back, and he's, like, shooting for the stars. It's like, okay, buddy, can we, like, at least focus on being able to work, and then we could try to get the extra stuff later? But, you know, I'm sure he has a method to his madness. I'm not really gonna judge him too much on his motives, but, you know, the point is, I'm not a kid anymore, and I could sit here and I could blame my mother for, you know, not really ever letting me have access to anything that had an electrical circuit going through it. But truth is be told, if it took me this long to get a video that would even, like, make a fraction of what a career YouTuber would make, I really can't expect it to ever make it anywhere close to the level of insanity that this video has. And so, nearly 2 days after I originally started this recording, I am once again confronted with that crossroads. This video was not a quick sum to edit. It actually took me, well, 2 days to finish the whole thing, and I'm sitting here really wondering, what's next? Got a call back from my union guy, said it was all a tactic in order to get things going our way, which makes sense, but it really got me thinking, is what I have to do really worth it? Because with everything I've been through, with all of the struggles and all of the pain, all the suffering and heartache, is it really worth risking it all to go out of my way and try to make this dream I've had since I was 8 years old a reality? And it's not an easy decision to make, because truthfully, this is probably going to be my one and only chance to ever make something out of this, and it has really put into perspective just how scared I am of even thinking of this, because I never thought this would be a thing. And being in this position is horrifying, knowing that what decision I make today determines what the future of my life will hold. It's fucking scary. Like, just imagine sitting in this position, knowing that you have the choice to dictate your entire future. There's a path of safety, there's a path of understanding, of trust and comfort, and then there's the unknown, the scary path, the big risk, the big rewards that comes with taking some alternative form of employment like this. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back to my job regardless anyways, but it'll be taking effort away from this to be putting into this, and it's really made me think, you know, worst case scenario, this does lead to me losing everything. And it might sound like a bit of an exaggeration, but with how I've been recently, I'm not sure if going forward with this is the right path. And don't get me wrong, I feel like this video's reception will probably play a very, very big role in deciding whether or not I try, but given the circumstances right now, is what I have to do, you know, worth it? I have to say it again. Is everything going to be worth it in the end? And I feel like that's the question I have to ask for myself. No amount of preparation or consulting or asking anybody, even though I'm probably going to ask people anyways, that's not going to solve it. It's my question, and I have to answer it for myself. So if I can leave you guys with anything today, it would be a word of encouragement. No matter what happens, no matter how much pain and how much heartache you might be facing right now, never give up. I have lived through hell and back. I have seen all of the dark sides of every single relationship, every single person, every single encounter in the world. I've seen it all. I've been through some of the most unimaginable horrors that a person can be through. I have dedicated, you know, or contemplated ending it before. And I'm glad that I didn't, because I'm here today, and clearly by my last upload, I've really inspired a lot of people and got everybody to rally together and share their stories. I mean, reading through some of these comments has been some of the most eye-opening and heartwarming experiences that I've had in my life. I didn't give it enough credit in the first part of the video, but genuinely, thank you for everything that you have done for me. It might not seem like you've done much, but for all of you who are out there, and everybody who's helped me through this, thank you, because you've saved my life. And with that, that's about all I have for you guys today. Remember to love each other, remember to take care of each other, uplift each other in every way that you can. Make sure that you are the person that you strive to be. If somebody tells you you can't do it, you defy them. You make sure that no matter how much somebody might want to drag you down, you'll always stand up in defiance. You will carve your own path. You will take risks. You will defy the norm, and you will be somebody truly great. And if somebody tells you that you can't do it, you tell them fuck off, because you are you. No one else can dictate what you do with your life. And with that, I'm about done here. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you do enjoy, please do make sure to subscribe, comment, like the video, join the Discord, link will be in the description, and until next time, I have just one more thing to say. Ongi, Olivad Astra, fuck you. Get out of my life, and never come back. My name has been Trilad, and I will see you all next time. Godspeed, my friends.